Hello, my name is Terry Elton for the Gift and Home channel. I'm a merchandising consultant specializing in stores that need a little merchandising boost. You see, merchandising is so simple that everyone thinks they can do it, and thereby lies the problem. The simplicity that seems apparent, actually is an illusion that covers a whole bunch of synergies that need constant attention. I'm also a professional magician, and I believe that there's a great correlation between magic and the presentation of product to the people. Because in essence, we're both doing the same thing. And that is that we're trying to get the customer's attention to the product or the audience's attention to the effect that's being performed. For instance, if you take salt and pour it into the palm of your hand, you'll find that salt has unusual properties. And if you pack it just right, it has a tendency to go away just like that. Now that's the easy part. The difficult part is when you have to bring it back. But it's all in how you pack it, because if you don't pack it just right, you tend to lose it. Now, a lot of people think that I carry that between my fingers. I don't, actually. I carry it in the palm of the hand so I can get to it. This also comes in very handy when you walk into a restaurant. You sit down at the table, no salt on the table, no problem. Now, a lot of people say, how do you do that? The real question, of course, is why do I do it? Now, we could do that all day, but for obvious reasons, we're not going to. You're probably wondering, what does a salt trick have to do with merchandising? Well, just as I brought your attention to me, that's what you need to do with your displays, is get the customer's attention to your display. Here's another little fact, and it's a story of a curio shop that I found in London, and it goes like this. While visiting a curio shop, I happened to spy, way up on a shelf was this great big red die. While standing there admiring its size, there came a dapper old gent of diminutive size. Hello, Governor. My name is Si. Are you perhaps looking to buy that red die? Indeed I am, I said with a snicker. What is the price, and are you willing to dicker? Well, long story short, I bought the red die. Then I looked for a box, but none caught my eye. Tell me, I said to the nice little guy, do you have a box that will hold this red die? Oh, indeed I do, Governor. But where could it be? Oh, I remember. We keep it inside the die. Don't you see? Well, I opened the die, and to my surprise, a black and white box was starting to rise. With the box out of the die, I put the box on the table. All right, Governor, put that die in that box, if you think you're able. Well, I tried, and I tried, but it just wouldn't fit. I was starting to think, old Si is full of misinformation, when suddenly inside, the die just slid, and I topped it off by adding the lid. So off I went with purchase in hand, the happiest magi in the land. Until at home I realized I had no instructions for the die I prized. So I called the store, and to my surprise, he said, you'll find the instructions there inside. I looked, of course, but as you can see, the instructions are written in Chinese. I was concerned, didn't know what to do. I don't read Chinese writing. How about you? Well, some time passed before I could go back to the store, and then they told me old Si didn't work there anymore. He died, they said. At least we hope so. See, we buried the little fella a couple of weeks ago. So now I'm in a quandary, all lost and forlorn, not knowing what to do now that old Si is gone. Now I can't show you my brand new trick, and it's all because of that little Si that died. Sorry, maybe next time. I know, what does a die have to do with merchandising? Well, I told you a story about an inanimate object, and I got your attention and drew your attention to the die. Now, if you tell that same story within your store, you're not going to stand there and talk to people, but suppose you had a candle holder, and a candle ring. You may assume that the customer is bright enough to put those three things together. And sometimes they are, but most times they're not. So if you take a candle ring and a candle holder and a candle and put them together in an ensemble, chances are you're going to start selling ensembles instead of the individual pieces. And it works. Suppose you had a little teddy bear sitting on your counter, and you put a Get Well card in there. You've got somebody coming in there, they want to get a Get Well card, and they see the little teddy bear. Ah, that's a great idea. So they buy the teddy bear along with the card. And these are just little add-on sales which can drive your volume up. And it's not going to happen every time. You're not going to get the sale every time. But each time you do, it's a sale you wouldn't have had you not told that story. I'm Terry Elton with the Gift and Home channel, and keep tuned because we'll be back.